Hello. Sorry about being late. Had a little technical difficulty with my camera for StreamYard for some reason. So, how is everyone? And thank you all for coming and see me tonight. Okay, I'm going to say hi to a few people that I saw. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to say hi to my friends on Facebook and on Twitter. And here in the wonderful world of YouTube, we got the most amazing mod ever, Barbara Ann. I think I saw my other awesome mod too. There's Barbara working at it. Let me see here. Woohoo, yeah, there's my second mod, Debbie. Hello, Debbie. Thanks for joining us. And then we got Jessica Moon, my sister. And then some Debbie again, some Debbie, Jessica Moon, Barbara. Okay. Oh, there's my sister, clairvoyant. I am Patty. Hello, sis. Hello, hello. Oh, and then we got my good friend, Brown Dwarf. Hello. How are you? Nice to see you. Okay, well, that's it for now. So good night, everyone. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, so we're still doing the Highway of Tears, the ladies that are missing from the Highway of Tears or got their life taken away from them. We have two more to do after this one tonight, but they're all all grouped together, the last ones, because they figured out there were two people responsible for these actions, you could say. And we're going to learn a little bit more about this story, this series that we've been doing for the last almost 18 weeks now. So we're going to be finishing soon, and then I will get back to other cases that other people suggested me. So yeah, if you would like a case be done in your area where you live, either your state or your town and state could help, then we can try that. Like each one of you have their turn, you say a state and a town, and I'll look up if there's something that happened there, and we will do something. We'll try and investigate something there. So yeah, so we're just gonna wait for a few more people to pop in. In the meantime, I don't know if you guys saw my community tab this week. I planned a live stream investigation, and it's going to be live. And my good mod here, Barbara, will join me for this one with the family. So just can't wait to investigate with you, Barbara. Have you done your homework about this house? This is a real haunted house with the story and everything. And next time I could choose another member to come and investigate with me. That could be an idea to be done. Yeah, and I'm very nervous about this place. I have to leave July 4th at 4 in the morning to be there um, July 5th in the afternoon. So it's going to be a good ride. Help. No, these are good spirits. That's why I took you, Barbara. They're not, they can scare, but they're not mean or they don't attach themselves to you or anything like that. That is for sure. They're known to be a very nice family. So I've learned some stuff about them this week. Woo. It is creepy. Yeah. So thanks, Barbara. Lee's birthday is July 16th. Oh, okay. Yeah, and for this fall, I also have a new show for you guys. It's going to be called The Baby Ghoul Show. I won't tell you more about it until like a week or two before we start this show. So I'm going to be having 3 live streams, one video drop, and one scary story drop in my whole week. After the vacations, let's say for when school starts, I still go to school. No. Yeah. Send me a link you have for the house. Well, it's not like I don't have like links. What I did is I typed the name of the house in the YouTube search bar, and a whole list of videos of people that went to this house is there. So I watched their videos, and that's how I learned a few things here and there. So, like, I only would watch their presentation at least, and a little bit of the investigation, depending on who was doing the video. There's one that I like, and she went at least, I'd say 4 times. I saw 4 videos of her at least. I don't know if you guys know her. Her name is Cylin Spooky Boo something. Spooky Boo Paranormal, I think. She's here in Ontario. Like, she's not too far from that house. Not like me. I have to cross my province, cross over to another province to get there. So we're going to be on the road a lot. And for our return, like to go there, we're going to be like in a rush, if you would say, because I want some daylight also to do my videos as well as nighttime. And I have a live stream with you guys, all of you, and Barbara's going to be on the panel with me. And I also have another private, it's going to be a FaceTime with my family, and that's going to be in French. So maybe you guys, during our investigation, you'll hear people with the other camera talking in French, asking questions in French and stuff. So I got some French people and some English people, and we'll mix that all together, and I'll translate the most I can. Yeah, well, if you go to the site where I rented the house, there's some there. I think Debbie told me this. Yeah, and I might have a surprise guest once I'm there also, depending on his schedule, how it went, how it is, maybe. And that'll be a big surprise, a banger. Okay. So now we are going to start the presentation for tonight and for the uh, next 3 Fridays like this of this show. But I'm not sure if next Friday I'm gonna have something. I just came back from vacation. I got already some videos planned out for you guys to see, but I also want to work on my other videos that I'll be doing. So I'm gonna be mixing, matching videos. I think I don't know how I'm gonna get this done. So I would like you guys to just hold on a second, and I will take out tonight's case. Okay. So,
We've uncovered men who drive vans with the door handles removed from the inside, duct tape, plastic wrist restraints, trap doors. It's incredible to me how many men are capable of doing these types of things to these types of women.
Highway 16 is a 450-mile stretch of road that cuts through the dense forests in British Columbia, from Prince George to Prince Rupert. At first glance, it looks like a normal logging route, winding through sparsely populated towns, thick forests, and impoverished Indian reserves. But this long stretch of road has a sinister aspect as well. It's a place where women, most of them indigenous, have been murdered or have vanished over a 4-decade span. So many women have disappeared that the locals call it the Highway of Tears. It all started back in 1969. Gloria Moody was a 26-year-old mother of 2 young children and on a road trip with her family, spending quality time with her brother. On the evening of October 25th, she was confirmed to be in attendance at the Ranch Hotel Bar in Williams Lake, British Columbia, Canada. Her and her brother had been bar hopping that evening, and when her brother left the 3rd establishment they visited, he says he assumed Gloria was right behind him. But on October 26th, a day later, Gloria's body was found 10 kilometers from Williams Lake on a cattle trail by 2 hunters. Her clothes were removed, and it was evident to investigators that she had been sexually assaulted and battered. The injuries she sustained caused her to bleed out. No one was ever arrested, although multiple people were persons of interest. In 1998, a police officer told family members that the 3 main suspects in the case were now all dead, and despite never closing a cold case of homicide, all the leads were gone. Then, almost a year later, in July of 1970, Micheline P.A.R.A., age 18, encountered a similar fate. She was last seen on Highway 29. She came from Quebec and was hitchhiking through the area. 2 women picked her up and dropped her off near Tompkins Ranch. Her body was found in August of 1970. She too had been sexually assaulted and beaten to death with a blunt weapon. In October of 1973, Gail Weiss, 19, disappeared while hitchhiking from Clearwater to Kamloops. Her body was found in a ditch on Highway 5 south of Clearwater. Only a month later, Pamela Darlington, 19, also vanished from Kamloops while hitchhiking to a local bar. Her body was found the next day. On December 13, 1974, Monica Ignace, 14, was believed to be on her way home from school in Thornhill, British Columbia. Her body was found 4 months later in a heavily wooded area east of Terrence. She had been strangled. In August of that same year, Colleen Macmillan, 16, was last seen leaving her home in Loch Lahatch to hitchhike to a nearby friend's house. Her body was found 46 kilometers south of where she was last seen. Monica Jack, who was only 12 years old and the youngest of all the victims of the Highway of Tears, was last seen riding her bicycle in May of 1978. Her mother saw Monica riding her bike home from shopping and offered to drive her the rest of the way, but Monica wanted to finish her ride home on her own. Her bike was later found, but she was nowhere to be seen. For 17 years, her fate was unknown. In 1995, forestry workers found Monica's remains in a ravine off a logging road about 20 kilometers from where Monica's bike was initially found. Dental records and DNA testing confirmed her identity. She too had been sexually assaulted and strangled to death. On May 8, 1981, Maureen Mosey, 33 years old, was last seen hitchhiking from Salmon Arms to Kamloops. Her body was found the next day by a woman walking her dog along a road about 16 kilometers east of Kamloops. She had been severely beaten. Witnesses saw her getting into a vehicle with a man in his late 20s or early 30s with black or brown hair and a beard. Shelley Ann Basu was 16 years old when she disappeared from Hinton, Alberta on May 3, 1983. Reports collected by police state she was last seen at about 8:30 p.m. on Highway 16. Several days after her initial disappearance, personal items, including her clothing, as well as blood droplets matching her blood type, were found near the Athabasca River, but her body was never located. On September 25, 1989, the body of Alberta Williams, 24, was found about 37 kilometers east of Prince Rupert, British Columbia, near the Thai overpass. She also had been strangled and sexually assaulted. That same year, Cecilia Ann Nicol, 15, disappeared. In a horrible coincidence for the family, a year before she went missing, her cousin, Delphine Nicol, 15, also mysteriously disappeared. Both remain missing to this day. On June 11, 1994, Ramona Wilson was hitchhiking to her friend's home in Smithers, British Columbia. Her remains were found in April of 1995, alongside Highway 16, near the Smithers Airport. That same year, in July, Roxanne Thiara, 15, went missing from Prince George. She had worked as a prostitute and told a friend she was going out with a customer. She walked around the corner of a building and was never heard from again. Her body was found near an elementary school close to Highway 16 West. She had been stabbed to death. In October of 1995, 19-year-old Lana Derrick disappeared. She was never found. She was last seen at a gas station near Terrence. Nicole Hoare was 25 years old at the time of her disappearance on June 21, 2002. Originally from Red Deer, Alberta, Nicole was last seen at a gas station on 5952 Gauthier Road, west of Prince George. She was never found. Tamra Chipman was 22 years old when she disappeared on September 21, 2005, leaving behind a toddler. She was last seen hitchhiking on Highway 16 near an industrial park in Prince Rupert, British Columbia. Aaliyah Sarek Auger was only 14 years old and a student at D.P. Todd Secondary School in Prince George, British Columbia, when she went missing. She was last seen by her family on February 2, 2006. It was reported that she was last seen getting into a black van. Her body was found 8 days later in a ditch alongside Highway 16, east of Prince George. On May 28, 2011, 20-year-old Madison Scott headed to Hogsback Lake near Vanderhoof, British Columbia, with a friend, Jordy Boldu, to attend a party. After the party, Madison had planned to spend the night camping with her friend Jordy, but around midnight a fight broke out between a few men at the party, and her friend Jordy, who was injured as a result of the fight and already drunk, decided to leave the party with her new boyfriend. Madison decided not to head home. She instead opted to stay in a tent next to her truck for the night. She was last seen by partygoers at about 3 a.m. 2 days later, when Madison still hadn't returned home, her parents went looking for her at the lake. They found her truck with the flattened tent still next to it. A search of the tent revealed nothing, but Madison's purse was found in the truck. There was no sign of her car keys or cell phone. Police say there was no sign of a struggle and that foul play is suspected. Madison disappeared not far from Highway 16. These are some of the many women who have mysteriously gone missing or who have been murdered on this intricate web of the Highway of Tears. And, in most of these cases, very little information about these victims are available online. There are numerous municipalities and 23 First Nations communities that border the Highway of Tears. Many of the people who live in these communities struggle to make ends meet and receive little assistance. Most of them cannot afford a vehicle to get to work or to go to school. For most of the people here, there is no access to public transportation. There are areas that have access to public transportation, but it is usually limited to just a bus that runs on a restricted schedule. So if people living here miss the bus, or if their work schedule doesn't align with the bus schedule, they have to find other ways of getting to work. This is where the hitchhiking comes in. For many people, women especially, their only option is to hitchhike on the Highway of Tears. This makes them an easy target for predators. There are a number of warning signs throughout the highway, and women know how dangerous it is to hitchhike, but they have very little choice in transportation options. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police officially links 18 cases to the Highway of Tears, although the Indigenous community puts that number closer to 50. More than half of the missing or murdered women on this highway are First Nations people, or people Indigenous to Canada. According to Human Rights Watch, an international non-governmental organization that conducts research and advocacy on human rights, British Columbia has the highest rate of unsolved murders of Indigenous women and girls in Canada. However, this problem is not unique to British Columbia. In 2015, an inquiry into the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls claimed that the national number of murdered and missing Indigenous women in Canada is likely over 1,200. Indigenous women represent about 4% of Canada's population, but 16% of murdered women are Indigenous. The murders and disappearances along the Highway of Tears follow the same pattern of disproportionate violence against Indigenous women. Despite many disappearances on Highway 16 over the years, it was only when a white woman, Nicole Hoare, aged 25, disappeared in June of 2002 that extensive search parties went out looking for her, and the case was picked up by the media. However, the Indigenous woman who vanished before didn't get nearly as much attention. In many cases, local police falsely labeled many of the victims as prostitutes or drug users. In addition, people connected to the cases have admitted to deleting all emails relating to the Highway of Tears, casting suspicion and doubt among the Native community regarding their chances for justice. In 2005, Royal Canadian Mounted Police set up Project P.A.R.A.S.Q.U.A.D to investigate the Highway of Tears murders. By 2007, they had identified 9 more cases, doubling the number of missing or dead women from 9 to 18. In 2012, the project did manage to solve the case of 16-year-old Colleen Macmillan, who disappeared in 1974. DNA evidence was re-examined, and the American serial killer Bobby Jack Fowler was implicated in her death. Although Bobby had an extensive criminal record in the United States, he was unknown to the RCMP. It was found that in 1974, Bobby Jack Fowler worked for a roofing company in Prince George and would often travel Highway 16. After further investigation, the RCMP suspected that he may have also been responsible for the murder of Pamela Darlington and Gail Ways, 2 other murdered women on the official Highway of Tears victim list. However, Fowler had already died in prison in 2006. He was convicted for 2 separate double homicides in Oregon. A few of the other deaths and disappearances were attributed to 2 other suspects. In 2014, Cody Leijbekoff was convicted of the murder of Lauren Leslie, who was found killed in 2010 along the Highway of Tears. Police also tied him to 3 additional victims who disappeared in 2009 and 2010, also along the Highway of Tears. He was only 19 or 20 at the time of the crimes. Leijbekoff was sentenced to life in prison with no chance for parole for 25 years. That same year, in 2014, another suspect, Gary Taylor Handlin, was charged with the murder of Monica Jack, who disappeared back in 1978, and another 11-year-old girl named Catherine Mary Herbert, who has also been speculated as being a victim of the Highway of Tears murders. Police said that he was previously a suspect, but there was not enough evidence to charge him. Gary had been sentenced to 18 years for a rape conviction in 1979, but his sentence was later reduced and he got out in just 12 years. He was found guilty by jury and sentenced to life in prison in early 2019. Thus, Monica Jack's murder becomes the first file in Project E-P.A.R.A to officially be solved with full court proceedings and sentencing. E-P.A.R.A is still investigating the remaining unsolved cases, however no new cases have been added since 2007. However, the women have continued to disappear on the Highway of Tears as recently as 2018. It is believed that multiple serial killers have stalked Highway 16 over the last 50 years, and it is possible that most of the cases will remain unsolved.
Hold on a sec. Okay, so yes, it is indeed a very, very sad situation. And they had at least 4 suspects for different women and stuff and locations there. I would like to say hi to Diva. Hello, Diva. And Janet. Hello, sis. Yeah, so some are solved, yes, because of the one that passed away in prison. They linked them up with here in Canada as well as in the US. So at least there's that they were able to do. And yeah, it seems as if they don't give a crap about this because I had to say crap because since 1969 this is going on and it's still going on. Come on, what are you guys doing? Sleeping on gas? It's because I don't know. This started when I was born 53 years ago, and it's still going on, and nobody has information to give these beautiful families and for these beautiful women. No, I just and if you heard in the video, there was one girl. She was white, a regular Canadian. Oh, and she went all over the news. All the police forces tried to investigate this, but our First Nations women, sisters, they don't give a crap about them. It's like it's really clear in my face for me, that is. And it's thanks to them we have our land we have today. They seem to forget about that. So that's my rant for this story. And yeah, we still have like 2 or maybe 3 left to do, but the rest at the bottom of the list, well, you look all over the internet for something with their name, you don't find anything anymore. This was the last thing I found for tonight's case. Hi, Christina. Thank you for coming. Yeah, so this series was very important for me. I don't know. I felt I had to get it out there, and my friend Steve Hockman, he did a similar series too on his channel. It's called Among the Missing. So go check him out, and you'll see the stories of missing people, all sorts of things. Well, he does great with those stories and everything. I really admire his work. Okay, so now I'm going to try and put up her photo for tonight. The young lady we're going to try and speak with. Hello, Monique. How are you? Welcome. Brown dwarfs, we have the issues of missing and murdered indigenous women here in. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So I guess it's everywhere, this problem. Okay, so I'm gonna take out her photo of this another beautiful young lady that we are going. Well, we know who did it thanks to tonight's video because she's among three other girls that they found was all uh, related, or yeah, the story is related, but they aren't. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put up her photo right now. Present. Share screen. Where are you? Okay, I'm just waiting for it to come out. There it is. Okay, share. So, what do you guys see now? Do you see the pretty young lady? I have to go back here. Yeah, okay, that is perfect. Okay. Uh, so, oh yeah, now I have to take out the Phasma box and see if she's gonna come through the Phasma box. Okay, hold on. I'll put everything down here. Let me see if I can without shutting everything off. I think the photo's gone, but I'll put it back after. Take me 2 seconds. Open that. Then open this. There's lots of openings to do. Okay. So we are going to try and communicate with Gail Ways. There's something wrong with my fastener box. Okay, it is now open. There was like a red dot on it. I don't know why. I hope you guys can hear it. Last week it wasn't too loud. So it's looking for a channel. There it goes. Hello. Hello, the Bud Files. Thanks for popping in. Okay. Can you guys hear it, or should I just put my mic closer to the speaker here? That should be good. There you go. So you should. Okay, did you guys hear that? Okay. Um, so I'm gonna put myself at the bottom of the screen here. There we go. I'm right here. Hello. Okay. So we will talk to the spirits and see what they have to tell us. Okay, here we go. Hello, spirits. My name is Sandra, and I'm with a group of friends here, and we would like to talk to Gail Wales. Ways, that is, sorry. Um, or Gail, if you are here with us, would you like to speak with us? Is this Gail speaking to us? Hello? So guys, you have to tell me what you hear because I don't always catch everything. Um, and if you have like a word app on your phone, a ghost hunting tool, you can put it on and your responses you get, you can type them in the chat in capital letters. Okay. And if you have any questions that I didn't ask and you would like to know, you can put that in all caps also, and I will see it better and ask for you. Sandra, yes. Is that what you heard, Patty? Get up. Okay, who has to get up? Gail, is that you? Would you like to talk to us for a few minutes? It sounded like a laser beam. A rampart or it would have to. I would have to go get one. They're in the other room because I'm packing for the trip. So okay, just hold on. I will go get a RAM pod and a music box. I'll be right back. I'll just put my camera off for a second. Okay. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hold on. Music box. RAM pod. Okay, I am back. I'm going to start with the music box. Hold on. Hello, spirits. Are you here? Okay. Hold on. I'll put up my camera. Hello, I'm here. So, did you guys hear anything? Okay, now it's calibrating. My music box is calibrating. That's the vibration you hear. Okay. Movement. Okay. So the music. Okay. Check. Maybe it's because it went off. It did. Oh my. I didn't do anything. Who's playing with the music box? Oops. I have a cat ball here. So that's going to stop flashing. And where's my... I'm looking for the boo box somewhere. Won't be too long. I knew it. You knew it. Yeah, and another thing I've noticed, my mic is right at my screen here. And every time the music box goes on, like now, my mic is shaking also. I don't know what that's all about. Who's playing with the music box? Can you tell me your name? Oh, the mic's moving, but the music box isn't. Okay. Let me see. Where are my things? Because I packed everything for the trip this week. Trying to get ready at the same time as everyone. I just went like in back of it. So here's my hello. How are you? Okay. So hello spirits. Would you like to play with my toys I got set up here? I know you like the music box. Is this Gail trying to communicate with us? I heard hello too. It was very clear. Yeah, and I'm wondering why spirits, when I went away for a second, I went in the living room. Um, why did you stop talking? Or you started to talk? What was it? One of the two? Do you have something to tell us about your story? What happened? Do you remember what happened to you? Nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. My name is Sandra, and I'm with a group of friends here. Their example. Okay. Uh, hold on, guys. Okay. Like the music, it said. Okay. The guy is not here, guys. Do you see Mr. Darkface? Because it could be him. If you guys see him, just let me know. We'll put back Gail. There we go. Okay. Hello? Who's speaking with us right now? Can you tell us your name? Oh, cool. Cool, Patty. Thank you. If you see him, let me know because that'll be. Okay. Jared, my brother. Hello. Nice to see you. Hello? The show's almost over. There's like 15. Okay. I hope it's not Mr. Moore that is there touching my music box. My last week's investigation. If you haven't seen that video, go see it. It's called The Witch Circle. Mr. Moore, is that you touching my music box? I asked you not to follow me home. Oh, did you guys hear what that said? I didn't. Many die here? Oh. Are you still on the highway of tears? I think they're trying to. Are you still on the highway of tears? Gail. We're changing batch of spirits. Who's gonna stay? Who's gonna go? We don't know. The music box lover's still there. Would you like to touch this thing right here instead of the music box? It was going off. It's because it's not loud. On your feet. Yeah, it's because my boombox doesn't play loud. I don't know why I got it like that. You can hardly hear it. You need a bionic ear. What was that all about? On my way. Who's on his way? Who's on his way? On my way. Can you repeat what you just said, please? Torch. You want the torch? The torch's in the bag also. I'm leaving on vacation. I don't want to forget my stuff to go to that haunted house. Well, just a little shot this time. Do you have something to tell us before we go? I think that what? Oh. Okay. Are you with your family, Gail? Have you seen some of your family members yet? Did you touch the music box, Gail? It's all right if you did. Would just like to know who. Oh, do you hear that weird voice? Your chicken? I'm gonna have good chicken this week on Wednesday. There's a Popeyes where I'm going. Gail, are you still here with us? Do you remember what happened to you? Thanks, Jared. I love how you tell your stories. I watched them after, maybe not live, but for sure I watched them the next day or later that night or something. Hello? I don't know why it's going off like that. You were cremated, Gail? Well, it's better than what we have here. Quebec's another world, you know. There's that, and I heard lately that they just opened a Chick-fil-A, so I don't know. Last year, when I went to the Screaming Tunnel in Niagara, that was the first time I tasted Popeyes. That was good. Compared, like I say, what we have here. And I wonder what she said. Investigate. Yeah, I'm going to investigate which chicken is better. Who's that man speaking so loud? Is that Mr. Darkface? I hope not. You're testing me. Who are you talking to? Well, you got 5 minutes left if you have something to say. Whoever spirit that is coming through, you have 5 minutes to tell us what you have to say. Wow, I can't believe this music box. That Barbara donated to the channel. She donated this music box. Okay. That sounded weird. Hello? Who's speaking? Is that you, Gail? Hey, Jonathan. Is there a Jonathan there? Or are you looking for a Jonathan? A Jonathan who? My baby brother's named Jonathan. Baby brother, he's what? He's in his 40s. It's not a baby no more. There's a lot of moving around though. It's as if they're walking in water. Oh, I don't like that voice. Who's this that just spoke to us? Okay. The energy's light. Good. Because I don't have the power this week. I don't have the power this week to do this. Been sick for like 2 weeks now. Just starting to speak normally. In my last video, you would have swear it was a child speaking and doing an investigation. Good thing I knew it was me. Okay. Well, what was that? I'll catch up. Catch up with what? That was probably me because I took my drink. Oh, maybe. Gail, is it you touching the music box? You feel safer? That was probably me putting back my Pepsi Phasma box. Yeah. You rather touch this music box instead of speaking through the Phasma box? Is that what you're trying to tell us? That's okay. Well, we're going to have to go now. Do you have something to say for the very, very last time now? Potential. The Phasma box won't hurt you if you speak in it. The music box, as you saw, doesn't hurt either. Well, I guess we're gonna say good night, spirits. Okay. Pre-parton. Yes, we can hear your voice when you speak through the Phasma box. Well, I guess that'll be it for now, spirits. Okay, I turned off this Phasma box. I'll remove her. Hello, I'm here. So yeah, I guess the music box still on. Hold on. There we go. I turned it off. So if you hear it, it's because of me. Okay. Yeah. Yes, it did go fast. I wouldn't get the music box and my stuff. Came back, it was already 45 minutes that the live stream started. This is so fast. Okay. So I would like to say thank you to all the spirits that came in tonight and try to communicate with us. You must stay where you are, and you're not allowed to attach yourself to me, my equipment, my home, the people that live in my home, and the people that are in the chat right now, and the future viewers of this live stream. So thank you for communicating with us, spirits. Now I will take out my prayer. We will say a sweet little prayer before we go. Right here. Okay. Saint Michael, the Archangel, defend us in battle, be our protection against the wickedness and the snarls of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray, and do thou, our Prince of the heavenly hosts, by the divine power of God, cast into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who roam throughout the world seeking the ruins of souls. Amen. There we go for that. Yes, amen. So, upon that, yeah, just a little reminder this week, if you don't see me around or you only see me drop videos and don't go see you, it's not because I'm being a bad person. It's because I'll be traveling. I'm going to, they call it a house, but the size of it, I'd say it's a mansion. It was built in 1802 by Mr. Burke. Burke or something. Beck. Beck is the name. Yeah, okay. And this guy was so rich, he had his own money currency, like his face on the dollars and everything. That it's his money. And he was really rich. He was a sawmill, wood mill tycoon. He had a lot of mills around Ontario and all that. Uh, he had um, he had 9 kids. His wife passed away of in that house, and her nightgown and cap. You'll see that too. I was surprised. Um, yeah, so she passed away with what is it? Not the intestines, but another thing that we don't die of that these days. You get a little operation, 2 punctions, and you're set to go. So unfortunately, back then, sorry, um, the doctors didn't know how to operate that stuff and everything. So she wound up passing away, and that's one of the rooms that we have to sleep in. I'm not looking forward for that, but that's okay. So yeah, for her oldest daughter had to take care of all the younger ones than her, while her dad was working his business and everything. But then one day she decided to run away and get married and have her own family, the Beck house. Get ready. Oh yes, get ready. You hear growls. Oh, someone will pull your hair, and the father and the oldest daughter had not a good, not the right relationship. Father daughter. It was the wife and husband relationship that he forced on her. So if you're sleeping in that bed and let's say you're in shorts and your legs are sticking out, you'll either hear or feel someone touching your legs, and you either hear, uh, "Hide your legs, he's coming," the father. So upon that, well, I won't blow it away too much, but yeah. So when the girl ran away with her husband and wanted to have her own kids, then the father passed away, and he was really rich. He was the richest one in the area. As a token of his money he left her when he passed away, he only left her $1. That's how mad he was at her, I guess. I don't know. That was very boring. And there's a little boy there. This little boy, his name is Eric, but he's like the like great grandchild or something. He's related to this family, but many generations later, and he's there too. There's toys there. There's a doll that moves by herself, and she can really change room. She's in a room, they call it the green room, but I don't know why, because it's brown. Everything's brown decorations and stuff, but they call it the green room. So she's sitting on the dresser there, and you can find her sitting at the dining room table. So that I can't wait to see. I really hope that happens. And there's so many spooky things. Just look up your favorite YouTuber or something, the Beck House, and just watch one video, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I was really surprised about this place and all the history they have. And I also found their family gravesite. So if I have the time the next day, it will be during the day because, remind you, I'm like over 8 hours away from where I live. So I have to make myself down. And on my way down back, I'm stopping at other places that I found to sort of like cut the trip in half. So, like other places to film and stuff. And there's another tunnel that you guys will be surprised about. It's not the Screaming Tunnel, and it's not the Blue Ghost Tunnel. It's downer of Canada part there. Anyways, uh, there's that tunnel to go see. That it has a lot to see, and I'll be keeping on finding more places on my way. So, Sandra Bank Paranormal, please check your messenger after this live stream. Okay, I will, Barb. And yeah, so this week, maybe I won't be present or anything, but don't take it the wrong way. I'm just getting ready to leave. Well, this tunnel could be spooky, but they did something to it that It's amazing to go see. And I think it's a mile long, and you walk it now. There used to be a train that it would go under the city of where this tunnel is. It's not on top or like we usually see. It's underground because the trains would go underground for that city. I don't know why. Uh, so now it's not. The trains aren't passing by there anymore. So they turned it into like here we call it a bike path or a hiking trail, and so and it's made in three different styles because of that's how long it took them to build this long tunnel. Oh, you see, my boo box is going off. I don't know why. I guess I set it off or something. Yeah. So that's gonna be some awesome content coming this week. Tomorrow, if I can, I am going to go finish an investigation that I have started for a video. Should if I have time, I'll drop it for Monday coming. It's it's because I did a story and research on the first murder of Quebec, the first lady that got murdered in Quebec, and how it happened and everything. So the story is all built of what happened. And now what's left to do for that video is go to that grave site. I found it. I have a picture of it where they buried her. And I'll go to the headstone and try an investigation there. This story happened well, she passed away, the poor lady, in 1849. So that's going to be, gee, thanks for what? For giving you guys spoilers about my haunted house, haunted mansion. Well, at least you'll know what to expect. And yeah, go see the other YouTubers that went there. You'll see what I'm talking about, and I'm really anxious to get there. So, on that note, guys, I want you all to have a wonderful weekend coming, a wonderful day tomorrow. We'll see each other on Sunday. And oh, yeah, on Sunday, you will see the tunnel I'm talking about. Because I put it in my list of haunted places in Canada, and I'm going there. So, yeah, you'll check it out at the same time on Sunday. Okay, so yeah, on that note, guys, thank you all for coming tonight. I really appreciate you all the support you do for me, and have a safe and wonderful weekend. Yeah, I said that. And so, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you like this live stream, please give it a thumbs up. And on that note, I'll see you all around the broom somewhere. Love you all very, very much. You guys mean the world to me. Without you, I'm not here. Goodbye.